Hey guys, this is Bonnie. All right, let's talk children. There are certain things that are not specific to farm kids. Then again, there are certain things that parents of non-farm children would never have to deal with, such as today. But I'll get to that in a minute. Little backstory. I decided early on, having kids, that I did not want to be a helicopter parent. I wanted my children to be independent, do stuff for themselves, go out, get dirty, have fun, right? That's why we live on 5 acres on a dead-end road in the woods, fully fenced. There we go. However, there are times that turns around to bite me in the backside, such as today. My rather independent children have a tendency to decide things for themselves and decide to take action on those things even when I have specifically told them not to do something. And it seems to become, or it is becoming a more frequent occurrence with my 9-year-old. And so today, sent him outside to go feed the rabbits, and I did not go out with them because I had some things to do inside of the house. And he was outside for a very long time, which, to be honest, is a regular occurrence more recently. I don't know why, but it is taking him hours to do what should take 15 minutes. And so I look outside and the boy goats are out. Okay. Again, not that unusual. He's also decided that he wants to start taking more responsibility for the goats, so he's been feeding them. And if you are not careful and you do not latch the gate behind you, then the goats have a tendency, well, the boy goats have a tendency to let themselves out. So I'm thinking, okay, he fed the goats got out. All right, whatever. Fast forward another hour or two, he's still outside somewhere, and I need to go get some stuff done in the garden. Ta-da! I have about 40 pepper plants that need staked, and so I needed to get that project done. I also have some seeds that I'm planting, so I have things that I need to do. Come outside, start getting set up in the garden. Glance over at the side paddock. There's a girl goat out. The side paddock gate is open. The boys are still out. This is not adding up to a good situation. So I go over and see what's going on, ask my son what's going on. He decided that because I had not taken steps to breed the goats yet, he was going to take it upon himself. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Goat Breeding 101, typically what you will do is you will take, well, either you will take like one girl and one boy, or you will take a group of girls and one boy, and you'll put them together, and that way you know exactly who the daddy is. We have 6 boy goats out, and it's my 2 adult males, and then my, hang on, I guess I only have 3 boys left, three of the younger boys left. So 3 6-month-old boys. And then I have all of my adult does and the 6-month-old girls. And technically speaking, the girls could be bred at this point and be fine, but they're still a little younger than I would prefer. And some of those girls are sold and supposed to go to new homes. A couple of those girls, if they do not sell, my son was planning on showing at the fair in the spring. Well, at this point, if they are bred, they are going to be heavily pregnant at the time of the fair, which means he's not going to be able to show them. So these are things that 9-year-olds don't think through. And now I have them all out with the boys. And I really have no way to deal with it at this point because kids aren't that great at herding goats, and I can shake a feed bucket all day long. Those boys are not going to leave those girls unless it is to go into the girls' pen. And my husband's still at work, and he works an hour away. So I don't know when I'm going to have backup. And to be quite honest, I really need to get this done. So this is one of those times when you have to kind of have a sense of humor. Because I'm one of those types of people that tends to find humor in any situation. Sometimes it means that I find humor at inappropriate times. I'm a little bit twisted like that. Anyway, and I know that if my husband was home right now, he would be livid. But it's like, what can I do? I can get really angry. I mean, he's already grounded. I already told him, no tablet, no switch, no TV for a week. If the TV is on, he goes to his room. There's no negotiating on that. He's lucky I'm only doing a week because I thought about doing a month, but I'm the one that has to enforce it. And me having to enforce that for an entire month would probably drive us both insane. So yeah, there's the part of me that really wants to get angry, and then there's the part of me that is really trying not to laugh in front of him because I'm finding the humor in the situation. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, what's the point in getting mad at this point? Because it's not going to fix anything. It's not going to put the goats back in the pen. If anything, it's going to make it harder to put the goats in the pen because animals can sense that, and they're going to be less cooperative if I'm angry. And I can spend from now until night or till sunset, which is, I only have like 2 hours of daylight left. I could spend that chasing goats, or I could spend that getting stuff done in the garden. And I have stuff, like I have an event coming up this weekend the plants have to be ready for, or I don't make money. So I kind of need to prioritize and get that stuff done. So if you are on my email series, this is kind of one of the things that I talk about where nothing ever goes according to plan. If you're not on my email series, stop over at notsomodern.com/subscribe and get signed up. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Just kind of, I go through, how we can set our schedules and set our routines to get more things accomplished and get our homesteads productive. But at the same time, we have to prioritize our schedules because something like this is going to come up and we have to go, okay, do I have the time to dedicate to this right now? Or does it need to wait until my husband gets home from work? And I'm not trying to do this by myself. Or do I need to focus on other things that are a higher priority right now because that stuff really needs to get done, or I'm not going to meet my goals and I'm not going to have a productive day. So that's the kind of stuff I talk about. But anyway, that is it for today. Enough of my parenting blunders. And yeah, you guys have a good one. Leave a comment. Let me know what kind of crazy stuff your kids are into, because I know I'm not the only one, especially if anyone out there has 9-year-old boys or has had 9-year-old boys. They could be 25 by now, but I bet you still have stories from when they were 9. So hit me up in the comments and talk to you later. Bye.